Good afternoon and welcome to ARL TV for this round 4 of the ARL Izod IndyCar Championship, live today from Barber Motorsport Park. I'm alongside my co-commentator John Monroe today. Hi John.
Yeah, hi Alex. This is one of my favourite tracks, and IndyCar's looking good, having good fun with IndyCar right now. So have any expectations for this race?
Yeah, I mean Barber quite a close circuit, so I think we'll see some battles throughout the race. Not been a particularly popular one with the official series this week, so just a little bit concerned we might not have the numbers that we've seen in previous rounds, so which will be a little bit of a shame, but still I hope for a good race nevertheless.
So some of the drivers having problems with setups, as they have been for the last couple of weeks. The thick setups this year have been a bit disappointing and difficult, so we'll see. We'll hope to see as many drivers as we can, but as Alex said, there might be a slightly less than usual.
Quite a different track from Spa. Just talk us through some of the challenges the guys are going to encounter today.
Yeah, the most famous thing about Barber is the elevation changes. I mean, there's massive drops and crests and everything on this track. One of my favourite circuits to drive. Half the apexes are blind, and many uphill. There's an uphill kink, for example, after turn 2. And you really need to hit the apexes on this track because they're so easy to miss, and it can cost you a whole heap of time. But it's a really flowing circuit and really enjoyable when you get it right, and really frustrating when you get it wrong. And it really is a kind of circuit you've got to attack.
Yeah, championship's hotting up as well. Obviously the top 2 covered by just a couple of points, as well as sort of mid-pack as well is heating up. We're starting to get into the drop round phase. Got any drivers that we should have a look out for today?
We were impressed by Sasso Prosen last weekend at Spa, and obviously Sam's been really quick the last couple of rounds, but we're seeing a side-by-side qualifying lap now, so I'm just going to have a quick talk through this. They're going into turn 2 now, which is 75 miles per hour corner, and heading up, this is a kink. I'm just going to call it turn 3, because depends if you class it as a corner or not. Car goes very light over there, and then you head down to the hairpin and turn 4, and it looks like they're pretty equal at the moment. It looks like Jamie has a small advantage. Jamie Byrne qualified 3rd and Andrew Woodhouse 4th, so this is the difference between those two. Andrew has a bit of traffic, back end steps out there out of the hairpin at turn 4, 50 mile per hour corner, very difficult to get right, you need to get the braking perfect. This is my favourite corner on the whole of iRacing. It feels so good to get it right. Downhill chicane, completely blind, but cut across it basically, straight line the chicane and get a good exit, run wide, love that corner. So now we're heading down to turn 7 and 8, the chicane, 140 miles per hour through here. It's all about keeping the momentum up, try not to run onto the grass because an off track point will get you really frustrated here. And it looks like Jamie's got quite a bit of an advantage, the marker board, as he turns into the next chicane, 125. So those two chicanes, the second one a bit slower. And we head up here to the second to last turn, which is very difficult to get right. You have to go wide in and then sweep round, just get the apex. Now this last corner I always have difficulty with. You need to turn in earlier than you think, because I always find myself running wide trying to take late apex, and then we're fly out to the finish. So Jamie Byrne 2/10 ahead of Andrew Woodhouse. So Alex can talk us through the grid now.
Yeah, 2 good qualifyings, I think the best of their season so far, and just a round through the top 10. Alex Simpson takes pole for 1 minute 10.935, some 8/10 faster than Sam Kumo there in second place. Sam will be delighted with second still. Jamie Byrne, as we've seen, 1.16 behind pole position. Andrew Woodhouse, again, best, as we said, best qualifying of the season in 4th place. Jody Mills, newcomer to the league, and lines up in 5th place. Liam Williams, also a good showing in qualifying there, highest of the season. 6th place, Oscar Hardwick. 7th place, 1.7 seconds down. He'll be a little bit disappointed with that. Sasso Prosen lines up in P8. P9 is Kevin Veckermans, 1.9 seconds down. And rounding off the top 10 is Guido Mora.
Take your hobby to the next level with a quality racing rig that works great with a PS3, Xbox 360, and a PC. GT Omega Racing Simulator is compatible with a wide range of steering wheels, including Logitech, Fanatec, Thrustmaster, and more. The GT Omega is available now worldwide by going to www.gtomegaracing.com.
Alex looked like he got quite a jump there on Sam, obviously his main rival, but the midfield looks particularly close, so I'm hoping for some good battles today, John.
Yeah, this is going to be really exciting. Alex has looked quick all through practice. Sam Kuhn was slightly off the pace this week. He's won the last 2 rounds at Road America and Spa, and he's been possibly the quickest. Obviously Alex has been very similar in pace, but Sam's always come out with the results. Obviously Alex had that drive-through penalty, I believe, at Road America for crossing the white line literally by millimetres, so that ended up finishing in 5th, so he could have won that race. But Sam's definitely looked good this year, and Alex will be hoping to get one back on him. I don't think he's won a race this season, so I think we're missing Kevin Parrish this week, actually, who won the first race at Watkins. So I think it's going to be a good battle between the front two. Alex has looked quicker through practice, so let's see if Sam can keep up with him during the race.
Yeah, we're not expecting any pit stop strategies today as well. From all the indications are is that the guys can make it on fuel, so it's a straight out blast. So obviously Alex hasn't got to worry about cutting the white lines and getting drive-through penalties today. So you'll have that not to worry about. So
yeah,
that's it. I don't think we'll have a pit stop free race. I'm pretty sure we're going to see a couple of guys in the pits. Like we said earlier on, tricky setup here, so might be the odd mistake coming here and there. Hopefully it won't have too much of an impact in the race.
Yeah, Jody almost looked like he hit the back of Jamie Byrne on the warm-up lap there, so I think we will see quite a few cars in the pits. This race is going to have a high attrition rate. The change in elevation is going to make it difficult for these guys to focus for the whole race, and might see a few incidents, but I think we're going to have about roughly 15 starters by the looks of things, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this pans out. Some of the guys at the back maybe trying to just keep it on the track and see where they can end up. It'll be interesting to see if any of the slower guys that you're used to seeing near the back of the field can make their way up to the front. That's going to be exciting to see. Barber is a track you really do need to practice. It makes such a big difference. That's a lovely shot there, actually, of the cars going through the left-hand kink down to my favourite turn in the whole of the motor racing world. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a good race.
Nice to see some of the midfield drivers actually done a fair bit more practice this week. I've seen them doing quite a few official races as well, so they should be a little bit more up to speed. And like I said, I think we'll have a really good battle in that midfield area. So Liam Williams, he spent a lot more time this week practicing here, so picked up his first win. So he was delighted with that, and 6th place on the grid, he's delighted. So.
Yep, some good camera work for this race. Hopefully we'll be seeing some exciting cameras, new camera angles. So ARL's hoping to continue with the broadcasting and hopefully improve every time, and we'll be looking forward to bringing you good high quality broadcasts in the future with good new camera angles that are very exciting. So that's what we're seeing here as the cars are approaching the second last turn, and we're going to go green.
Yeah, pace car's about to duck on in the pits there. Alex will take over the lead in the pack. I don't suppose he'll go just yet. He'll wait until he dives in, although it looks like he's hit it already. Jody there, 5th place, looking like he's going to get a good start as well.
Green.
Someone, oh, there he's sideways there, just managed to keep it out of the wall.
I think that was Oscar Hardwick there, almost hitting the wall in the first straight. It looks like Andrew Woodhouse has spun already. He's in the middle of the track. Is he going to get hit? All the drivers doing a great job there to avoid him, and the car's off in the gravel as well. Is that Jody? No, it's not.
I think it was Jamie Byrne. I think he just tried to avoid. I think he tried to avoid Andrew there and just run wide, but he managed to recover back to the track. So, and this Liam Williams there, I think, took the jump up into 3rd place. Sasso Prosen up the inside of Jody Mills there.
Nice move down into the hairpin. Very difficult corner. That's where we're going to see a lot of the overtaking today. Seeing another one of these fantastic camera shots as they head down to the chicane. It's been a good start by Alex. He'll be hoping to just pull out a gap. Sam in 2nd. So already the front two look to have gapped the rest of the field. Massive difference there between 2nd and 3rd place.
Yeah,
so
perhaps that little incident with Andrew on turn 1 has given them the opportunity to break away. So. They won't be under any pressure from sort of the rest of the field. I mean, their pace looked like they would be able to pull away anyway, but so we'll see a battle between them and Woodhouse. Not sure who he's hit there.
Yeah, it looks like the car hit the wall in front of him, pissed back onto the track, and Woodhouse had nowhere to go. So that's a really horrible start for Andrew Woodhouse. Not his fault there, but looks like he had his greatest qualifying on ARL Indycar Series so far this year, and it's all gone to pot on the race day.
Yeah, it can so often happen. You get such a fantastic qualifier. It's not used to being in that position as the cars whiz past the curb camera there. Sasso having a look on Jody into the hairpin again. It's actually a really difficult track to overtake from everything that we've heard from the drivers. So you know, Sasso getting past Jody in the first lap, and then Jody getting back past again. So you know, there is overtake going on. So what we like to see.
Lovely shot. The car's going down through the chicane there, but yeah, I was doing a couple of official races on this track as I have done before, and it really is a difficult place to overtake. You've got it's such a flowing circuit, but the racing line is so small. The margin for error is, you know, there's no margin for error. You've really got to stay on the line, or else you're off into the grass. And in this track, the walls aren't far away at any point, so it's really difficult to overtake on this track. I was having trouble all week, so. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if anyone tries to make any desperate moves. There'll probably be a bit of contact, I would guess, but let's hope not.
I think the main thing that the guys were struggling with was obviously breaking into the hairpin. The car had a tendency to lock up particularly easily, so which is not what you want when you're trying to dive up the inside. And also, it doesn't get the power down particularly well. They were saying how twitchy it was out of the corners, so which is another key factor is you know, if you want to try and get a run on someone to get alongside, you need to be able to get the power down well. So all the drivers seem to be struggling with that a little bit, which just doesn't help us with the overtaking, but it's certainly going to keep the racing close as Liam's coming under more and more pressure from Jody here.
Yeah, I really do like Liam's black and green livery. It's one of my favourite livery combinations, as I'm sure you know, Alex. But yeah, it looks like 2 cars are in the pits already. I believe that Andrew Woodhouse is one of them after that contact with the car earlier. So disappointing start for him as Sasso goes wide onto the grass there. But even if you make an early pit stop, you can still make your way back. There's going to be a lot of drivers off the track today, so there's still a chance for some decent points if you can just keep lapping and not make too many more mistakes. As Jody Mills goes into the second to last turn, nice wide entry. Hit the apex nice. You need to get good acceleration down that hill before the final corner, because it does make a difference to your lap time. You can get a couple of tenths by doing that.
That second from last corner, so it's such a tricky one because you know, it's kind of hard to tell there, but you're braking there while turning as well. You got no initial straight line braking or anything, so really tricky corner to get your braking right there. Easy to lock up and end up. Oh, as Jody having a look up the inside, thinks better of it, ducks back in. Sasso probably just leaving a little bit of room there, just waiting to see what happens and hoping that he's going to be able to pick up if any mistakes are made from the guys in front.
Yeah, in that second to last corner, I found out in practice that it's so easy to find yourself in the pit lane entrance. You know, touch the grass because you're trying to brake and turn at the same time. It's easy to lock up and, you know, put one wheel on the grass and you're straight in the pit lane entry. And this chicane you're watching right now is also a very tricky corner. You need to get the line perfect, or else you're off wide onto the grass. And we've seen a few cars spinning off there in practice and qualifying and stuff. So yeah, there's so many difficult corners and challenges on this track. There's the second to last turn you're seeing there that we were talking about a minute ago. That is so easy to make a mistake. Like turn 1, the apex is completely blind, and you have to get the braking just right. Make sure you don't hit the driver in front, and just turn in at the perfect point. Basically, you go in blind and try and guess where the apex is, but that's why you practice, so you know where to turn in. And when you get it right, it really does reward.
You'll see we're on to lap 5 at this point. John, I wonder if you can just as Jody Mills up the inside, looks like Liam went a little bit wide. He's got the run on him. He's clean through as long as he can hold the outside line through here. And I think Sasso just got hit from behind there. Is that? I think that was Kevin Beckermans, was it?
I believe so.
Oh no, it's Guido Mora. Look now, it's Guido Mora. So, and he's got front wing damage, and Sasso's got rear wing damage. So we'll see how that pans out for the race. I mean, from my experience, the front wing damage is the worst of the two. So Guido could come under more pressure from I think it is Kevin who's behind him.
Yeah, looking at the leaderboard, it's showing Ben Horrell is retired just now, so he might have had a problem early on. Don't know if that was connection or anything like that, but he's obviously had some issues. So I'll give a quick rundown of the order so far. We've got Alex Simpson leading the race for Team ARL UK, 4.2 seconds ahead of Sam, so he's obviously built the gap up. He really is looking confident this week. Jody Mills further 5 seconds back in 3rd, Liam Williams 4th, Sasso Prost in 5th, and Kevin Veckermans in 6th. Those 4 guys having a fantastic battle for the final podium spot. We've got Jamie Byrne 7th after having some problems at the start, Wim Stockman 8th, Aidan Hanlon 9th, Guido Moore 10th, Oscar Hardwick, who hit the wall at the start, is retired, showing an 11th, John Monroe's 12th, Andrew Woodhouse, 1 lap down after his pit stop, showed us 13th, and the rest of the guys didn't take part. They're just mods and admin and everything like that. So, yep. So far it's been reasonably clean. There's been a few incidents, but it's been, apart from that, it's been reasonably clean.
Yeah, lap 7 now. Guys, similar sort of position. Sasso doesn't look like he's being affected too much by that rear wing damage that he's got, but Guido definitely dropping back now, and it looks like Kevin's got past him as well. So I don't think he's pitted in, so that might cost him. But yeah, we'll see how that pans out for the race. I guess his priority now is just to keep it clean, as it looks like Jody runs very deep in there. Liam gets to run up the inside.
Oh, Jody's back round the outside. That's it. Is he going to make it stick? You know you have to turn wide, and that's a fantastic move back by Jody. Is he going to hit the apex for the final turn? It's Sasso Prosen now right on the back of Liam, so I was just about to say that Liam would be hoping to close in on Jody Mills, but Jody's done the work for him. Heading down to turn 1 now, Liam right under pressure by Sasso. So that mistake by Jody, he's obviously redeemed himself by making that fantastic move around the outside into the second to last turn. So looks like Liam's dropped back a bit, and we'll be hoping to close the gap once again.
Yeah, Sasso looking like he's going to put more and more pressure on Liam here, and that rear wing damage is not affecting him at all, which is great. I think Jody was starting to pull a little bit of gap from these guys as well, as he's done again now. And I think at one point he was actually closing in on Sam ahead, so he's obviously got the pace there, just needs to find the consistency, and he might be able to catch back up to P2, and we might have a race on our hand.
Yeah, just looking at the cameras through the chicane there, these cars really do change direction unbelievably quickly, which is obviously vital for this kind of track where you've got many tight left and right complexes where you need to have quick change of direction, and if you didn't, you'd be straight off in the barriers. But we're still following Liam Williams there in 4th place, doing a great job actually. It's good to see him this high up, as is Sasso in 5th. I think he finished 6th last week at Spa, so he'll be hoping to go 1 better here, or maybe 2 better. And they're heading on now to lap 13.
Yeah, jumped a little bit forward there, and this battle rages on, and Jody's definitely pulled a little bit of a gap. Liam still holding his own against Sasso, who looked like he got a little bit loose coming out of turn 1 there, or sorry, turn 2.
Yeah, we've got 3 retirements, Jamie Byrne, Ben Horrell and Oscar Hardwick, so those 3 guys are out of the race. So we're left with, I believe, 12 runners, so even if you're really at the end of the field, like Andrew Woodhouse for example, who's had some incidents, you can still pick up good points.
Yeah, the leaders are still quite spread out as well. Looks like Alex seems to have this race under control at the moment. As long as the Englishman doesn't make any mistakes, he should be good there.
Oh, Liam's straight across the grass, and is he going to hit the barrier? He's definitely lost position. Oh, he's straight in the barrier. That's going to cost Liam Williams a lot of time. He'll have to tow back to the pits by the looks of things, as there's another car running wide there behind Guido Mora. But that battle there was shaping up to be fantastic for 3rd place. We had Jody Mills running a fantastic 3rd in what I believe is his debut in the IndyCar series, and we had Liam there in 4th, and who's just gone straight into the barrier. Very unlucky. Easy to do. I think he just locked up going into the left-right chicane across the grass, and you're out of control by there. You're a passenger straight off into the barrier. So a real shame for him. So that moves Sasso up to 4th place. So he'll be hoping to keep it there, because that'll be his best result of the season.
Yeah, as we just we were just having a quick look at Sam running in P2, looking nice and steady and sure. I think he'll basically, I think he probably knows that he might not have the pace to challenge Alex up the front there, but with the bonus point structures that we've got in place, he'll probably be keeping something in reserve, making sure he has an absolutely perfect race, and gets no incidents, so gets those 2 bonus points. Didn't look like he was pushing too hard there.
Yeah, the bonus points really do make a difference in this kind of championship. We have the 2 points for an instant-free race, which is very difficult to do and takes a lot of skill, and it's definitely the drivers who get the 2 points for the no-incident points definitely deserve them, because it's very challenging not to make one small mistake and run a little bit wide out of a corner, or lock up your brakes and just touch the grass or the gravel. It's so easy to do, and you know, one off-track point will lose you those 2 bonus points in the championship. And if you have 10 incident points, so if you have a couple of off tracks, maybe spinning or making contact with another car, you could pick up some penalty points in the championship. So, I mean, if you have more than 10 incidents, you deserve a penalty point as well, because the whole point of this is trying to keep it clean and have a good race. So, if you're making those kind of mistakes and making contact, picking up 10 points, you deserve a penalty point. The other types of bonus points we have on ARL, we have one for hardest charger, which is the man who makes up the most positions from where he started. Which is a great type of bonus point, but it does mean a bit of strategy could be played. Some guys might want to start near the backs, especially in oval racing, because of the cautions and stuff. They want to start at the back so they can pick up many places by the end, get the bonus point there. And there's also a bonus point for pole position, I believe. So yeah, it's a really good range, and that can really make a difference in the championship, as there's only 1 point difference between positions. So if you come first with a couple of incidents, you get less points than when you come second with no incidents.
Yeah, I think actually there is a bonus points. There's 3 bonus points for winning as well. That's the only other bonus points you get, so you do get a little jump for winning.
Ah, okay, that's good.
But yeah, no, an interesting, like you say, interesting point system, and you know, the bonus points are going to have a major play at the end of the season. And I think actually the front two are only separated by the bonus points that they've got at the moment. So
yeah, it's all across the different ARL leagues. We have bonus points separating championship leaders, which makes it all the more exciting, and strategy plays into it a bit more. As we're watching Alex now, he really has got to grips with this circuit, running very consistently, not making any mistakes, and he's unbelievably quick, up there with the best there is in the world on this track. So yeah, definitely impressing everyone this week. No one's got close to him all week, so yeah, he should be hoping for the win. If he gets anything other than a win, I'm sure he'll be disappointed, because this is his week to take advantage of it.
yeah, it looks good for it. Wim Stockman as well. He's got Liam behind him, following Liam's mistake, so he's obviously recovered back to the track. I think he might actually be a lap down on him though, so he's perhaps just trying to unlap himself at the minute. So interesting to see how that one's going to play out. And Aidan Hanlon's got his sister team driver right up his sphincter.
Take the inside into the chicane. That's a bit of a risky move, but Aidan's going to run wide on the exit. Is that Andrew Woodhouse? It is Andrew Woodhouse. So these guys in the sister teams having a great battle. But Aidan Hanlon's rear wing does look bent, but looking at that, so does Woodhouse. Looks a little bit damaged, but Aidan definitely has a bit more damage as they go side by side down the pit straight. Andrew Woodhouse's car doesn't even look like it's tracking straight, but anyway, as Aidan goes down the inside, I'm going to give a quick rundown of the positions on lap 18. So we have Alex Simpson with a commanding lead still over Samuel Ikumo. The gap between those two is 13.2 seconds. Sasso Prosin running third, strong third, ahead of Jody Mills now, 31 seconds off the lead, with Jody only 32, so that's a great battle for third place. Kevin Veckerman's a further 3 seconds back in fifth, not bad. Wim Stockman 6th, just lurking to try and take advantage of any mistakes. Guido Mora running 7th a lap down, Liam Williams 8th, Aidan Hamlin 9th, and Andrew Woodhouse 2 laps down, in 10th place. John Monroe 11, also 2 laps down, and the rest are retirements and non-starters.
Yeah, a little shame that we've had a few more retirements, but it was always going to happen here. Tricky setup, the undulations, very easy for someone to make a mistake, because we saw Liam do that, and I think that was Woodhouse making a move on Hanlon there up the inside. Whether or not he's made that one stick, we'll have to come back and see. That's a frozen. Has moved up to third place. And Jody's back behind him again, so obviously Jody made a mistake off camera that we didn't see, but Sasso with that damaged rear wing battles on and is up to P3, and Woodhouse did indeed make that move on Hanlon as well.
Yeah, it looks like they've got John Monroe just lurking behind them with the 2 damaged ARL cars. He'll be looking to take advantage of that and pass the both of them. Had a troubled race so far, all these guys 2 laps down. So we go back to the battle for third place. It looked like Jody had more pace earlier than Sasso, so if it might have been that Jody made a mistake. So if he did, it'll be interesting to see if he can make his way back past Sasso. But as we said earlier, overtaking is very difficult on this track. He gets very close to his rear wing, and they're under braking out the hairpin, 50-mile-per-hour corner. So it's easy to make contact there, miss your braking point, and real big incident as they head down to the chicane now. This battle raging for third place, so if any of these drivers can get third, I'm sure they'll be delighted with that.
Yeah, a lot of points up for grabs, I think, today, with a few of the a few of the other guys not working. Obviously, no your own Ganzervelt, no Kevin Parrish as well. So you know, those guys normally in top 5. Oscar Hardwick retiring early as well. So definitely some big points up for grabs for these guys.
Yeah, it's a shame for Oscar Hardwick after his incident in lap 1 there, because I also had connection problems I was hearing, but yeah, he's been top 5 every race. Oh, is that Jody Mills on the grass? It is, behind Sasso, just getting a bit loose out of the last turn. Cut back to Aiden, who's been hounded by John. But I was just, oh, Aiden, nice drift there over the kink at turn 3, heading down to the hairpin. John Monroe's going to go down the inside, but he's going to miss his braking, and he's on the grass. That's going to cost him a lot of time for the 21 car. So Aiden's got out of that one, as we cut back to Sasso in 3rd. But I was just saying, Oscar's finished top 5 in every race so far this season, which is a very impressive feat. Only a handful of drivers managing to do that. So it's a shame that he's retired so early on this race. And it's Jerome Ganzervelt, who's also been very quick this season, battling with Oscar. He's kind of been the best of the rest. Jerome and Oscar fighting for those honours. When I say the rest, I mean everyone apart from Alex Simpson, Kevin Parrish and Sam Kumo, who have been the dominant 3 in this championship. So yeah, those guys are running well.
Yeah, I'm sure Jeroen will be back, and definitely take this as one of his drop rounds. Obviously, just to cover the point system for the guys again. Obviously, we drop our 2 worst rounds out of 7. Got 6 road races on tracks. Following this race, we're at Twin Ring Motegi, and then Mid Ohio for the last road race of the season, and then we go to an endurance race at Michigan for the only oval race of the season.
Yeah, Sasso looks like he's right on the edge there. He looked like he almost lost it through the chicane and through the second to last turn. So it'll be interesting to see if he can keep it on the road. He is looking a bit ragged right now, trying to get away from Jody. I think the adrenaline will be rushing through him. And yeah, these drivers, once you get into the flow of this track, you really do feel a bit invincible, and you start pushing the car a bit harder. And that's sometimes when you can make the mistakes. You become vulnerable as soon as you start pushing a bit too hard. As we saw earlier, Aiden sliding through the kink, but these guys are just going over now. But is Jody, no, he's too far back to have a move down into the hairpin, so he'll have to wait another lap. But does Sasso have damage on his rear wing? Oh, we've got a car spun. That looked like John Monroe there.
It did look like John Monroe in the team scoot. I can't even pronounce it now. Completely lost it.
Squadra install.
That's the one. I was thinking Ferrari there.
Yeah.
Completely lost it. It does have damage on the rear wing. I think we picked up on that earlier on when I think it was Guido Mora sort of outbraked himself and just went to the back. It doesn't look like it's affecting him too much, but this might be what's making him a little bit skittish coming over some of the crest as he goes wide, and think Jody's going to get up the inside here.
Yeah. Is he going to make the move stick? He has already made the move stick. But yeah, we were seeing Sasso and Aiden both with rear wing damage, you know, sliding around the place. So maybe that is what's causing them to lose downforce. These drivers may, of course, not know they have damage, because with iRacing you're locked in the cockpit view, which is quite right because it's a racing simulation. So you can't actually see your rear wing through the mirrors. So you won't actually know if you have rear wing damage, and maybe he's pushing not knowing, as Aiden might be doing as well. So Jody's up to 3rd again. He's doing a great debut race here in the IndyCar series. It's you need a lot of skill to finish in the top 3, well, top 5 actually, in this championship races. So he's obviously doing a great job. He'll be wanting to hold on to the podium spot as they pass Hanlon, going down into the chicane. Lovely shot of the cars flying towards us and that change of direction over the curb. Sassel going wider in than Jody in front of him there. So good to see these guys taking slightly different lines, and that's John Monroe in the back of the shot there coming through. But the battle for 3rd is still raging on, but I do think Jody might start pulling away with Sasso's damage, and he was looking the stronger of the 2 earlier.
Yeah, lap 24, he's just got to keep it clean. I mean, I think, again, we touched on it earlier, that he's just got to keep it steady, stop making those little mistakes, and you know, he should be able to build up enough of a gap and hold on to this P3, which will be you know, a podium on your debut race. Absolutely fantastic. Obviously, Jody is signed up to Apex Racing UK as one of their driver development drivers even. So it looks like some of the practice has been paying off there, and yeah, it looks good for P3. This I'm not sure again if this is a battle or not, or if it's just Liam is just trying to unlap himself here.
No, I believe it is. I believe it is a battle for position, because Liam Remember, he ended up in the wall earlier, and John Munro had similar problems. So I think this is a battle for P7, and they've both passed. Is Alex Simpson in the background coming in to lap these guys? This is going to get very interesting. It's been a good race so far. There's been a few battles, especially for the 3rd and 4th positions, but the guys at the back trying to keep it clean, and they've been doing a reasonably good job. A couple of the cars obviously been in the pits, but that's to be expected in this track. Very difficult. But looks like Liam's under pressure a little bit there from John Munro.
Yeah, Liam Williams definitely coming under pressure, wants to put him, oh, very, very sideways there over that crest. So John Munro around the outside, he's going to have a look, maybe a cut back. If it's difficult to do around there, as we were saying, with that difficult braking zone.
Yeah, very difficult. Second last turn, it's really easy to run on there, as we were saying earlier, but John's dropped back a bit. It looks like he's fallen behind the... Is that Andrew Woodhouse? No, it's Alex Simpson. He was letting the leader by, so sorry, I thought he'd had a problem there, but Alex Simpson putting another lap on these guys. I believe that's 3 laps down. Obviously, they've been in the pits a couple of times through damage repairs, but it's given Liam a bit of breathing space. Although he'll have to let Alex pass in a few seconds. Looking at the pace Alex has got, so John will be looking to capitalise on Liam slowing down, but it's going to be difficult because he's quite a bit back.
Yeah, obviously the guys in front are battling as well, so Alex is going to be aware and won't want to do any sort of diving moves there, just in case they're too focused on their own battle rather than what's coming up behind them.
Yeah, going through the first of the 2 chicanes there. Really quick corner. You're 140 through the middle of those 2 turns, and there's the second chicane. Quite similar. When you don't know the track. Oh, is that someone's run wide? And Liam, is that a slowdown penalty there for Liam Williams?
No, I think Liam just moved over just to let Alex go through. Retains his position in front of John Munro there. So
yeah. Sorry, I didn't see Alex going through there, but is that Jody now letting Alex through? I believe.
No, that's is that Wim Stockman?
Oh yeah, sorry, I was getting the liveries mixed up. But Alex definitely with a commanding lead. Andrew Woodhouse, John Munro, that group seems to be battling for 7th, 8th and 9th. So it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top there. These guys can't make any more mistakes, because that will put them right at the back, and they'll have no chance of building up any more positions, so they'll get a reasonably small points haul. But you're guaranteed at the moment a top 12, which isn't the end of the world.
Yeah, we just saw there as that camera angle sort of zoomed out a little bit. Alex was obviously going through the hairpin, and Sam was just coming onto the main straight. So it's quite a lead at this point. 8 laps remaining.
Yeah, Alex has just got to cruise at home right now. Did not make any mistakes. Don't want to put a curse on him or anything. As Liam touches the grass there, coming out of the second chicane, or the first chicane, sorry. This is a really good part of the track. It's fast, it's flowing. A bit unlike the first part, which is a bit tight and twisty. Gives it good versatility. This is the second to last corner they're heading round now. Munro takes a nice wide line in, whereas Liam keeps it a little bit tighter, saving a bit of time. But Munro got a better exit into the last turn, and these guys look to be pretty similar on pace. Munro will be in the dirty air of the car in front, so that might not help him through the corners, but it will help him in the straights with a slipstream. But it's good to see that these guys aren't just sticking to one line. There's a few different lines going on, which makes it a bit more interesting. It means overtaking could be possible as these guys come upon another car.
Yeah, I think that's Andrew Woodhouse there. So all 3 drivers going in a little bit deep through the hairpin, then almost simultaneous.
Yeah, all 3. I think they were just playing copycats and copying each other's braking points, and one of them could have easily capitalised there. Munro at the back, if he'd got his braking right, could have got both of them. But no, they want to stick together. Is that Woodhouse they've just gone past? It might have damaged Andrew Woodhouse there, going a bit slow.
Yeah, it looked like he got front wing damage. I mean, he obviously had, when he was battling with Aiden earlier on, looked like he had, as he cuts the corner there as well, so he'll get possibly a slowdown penalty for that. But yeah, I think he only had rear wing damage earlier on, so he picked up obviously a little bit more at the front end, so having a bit of a disaster out there today. Best qualifying, and I think the expression is, after the Lord Mayor show comes the dust, and certainly the case for Andrew today, and hopefully he'll be able to bounce back at the next round.
This is shaping up to be a good battle here for 7th place. Munro's closed right on Williams as they take in the exit of turn 2 right now, and they look like they're similarly paced, but Munro seems to have the slight edge right now, closing the gap, as he has a little look just to try and scare Liam away. He'll be trying to find the spots that Liam's weak in and hoping to capitalise. Gets a bit squirrely on the exit there as they head down to the chicane. Good angle there of the 3 cars all flying through. Looks like lots of darts. Fantastic. These Indy cars do look good. They're very aerodynamic and the sharp nose, nice rear wing, and they definitely do look good.
Yeah, Liam getting closer and closer to the win there. Every time he just gets closer, he's just forced to take a slightly different. Oh, sideways! The cars are inside each other there. John's definitely going to have picked up some damage. Liam's got rear wing damage. I think John come into the pits there, did he? So.
Yep. That's a real shame for those two. It looks like Liam got a bit sideways out of the chicane there, and went right Monroe and nowhere to go.
Yeah,
so that's
completely
unfortunate.
blind over that crest. I mean, you can't quite see it from the angles we're at, but from the cockpit, as soon as the car dips down low, you can't see anything in front of you. So John would have just had nowhere to go. Popped over the hill, would have seen Liam sideways in front of him. So
yeah, that was a shame
for him there.
Yeah, that wasn't out there. It looked like an internet problem. Looked like the ping rate was not quite right for Liam as the cars, Monroe's car seemed to morph into Liam's, making a giant black, green and red IndyCar. But yeah, I think that the cars morphing wouldn't have helped. They'll picked up some damage from that, and Monroe's pitted already. It looks like Liam might need to pit again, looking at the rear wing damage. That's a shame for those two. They were fighting over 7th place, which is a decent top 10. But Aiden's got ahead as Andrew Woodhouse runs off onto the grass and is facing the wrong way, is he? No, that was the escape road.
Yeah, just very easy to do down there, as we were saying, the downhill braking. I think we've seen quite a few people make that mistake, or under trying to put a move on, just get a little bit locked up there and just go in too deep. It's very, very easy to do.
So taking another look at the leader, Alex Simpson, really has been completely 100% dominant. Car gets light there over the crest. 130 you're going over that crest at, so really is quite difficult. It looks really easy, but it's quite easy to lose the back end as the wheels spin as your car goes light. But these drivers have it well under control heading down to the chicane. He really does look, the car looks like it's on rails. He has looked completely dominant all through practice, qualifying and the race. We've only got 4 laps left, so Alex will just be cruising at home for hopefully his first win of the season, and a fantastic win it will be.
Woodhouse in P9 here, closing up to the back of Liam Williams. I think Liam seems to be struggling with that rear wing damage, and these guys aren't actually racing each other. They're obviously laps apart, so I guess when Andrew gets up to Liam, he'll probably just move over and let him go. Just try and hold on to this 7th place. It'll still be one of Liam's best finishes of the season, so certainly got a clean race. He had a clean race in the opening round at Watkins Glen, so this one's been a little bit of a disaster as far as the instant points come, so he'll just try and he'll not want any more car contacts, because for sure he'll get some penalty points if that's the case.
Yeah, he can't be too disappointed with 7th place if he finishes there. Anything in top 10 is considered a reasonably good job for any of the guys that usually run in the midfield towards the back. But Liam oh, what's happened there? Woodhouse seemed to have lost the back end coming out of the final turn. I completely wiped out Liam Williams, who was the innocent passenger, and they almost took out, I think that might have been Jody there, but a massive crash as Liam retires back to the pits. I was about to mention that his car looked like he'd had damage repairs because his rear wing was looking straight again, but yeah, just an innocent bystander there as Woodhouse seemed to lose the back end or maybe touch the grass out the final corner, and Liam, who was innocently letting him by, got completely swiped out and ended up on his roof.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate there, and hearing that was exactly what happened. That did indeed slow down to let Woodhouse go through, and he caught the grass and spun into Williams there. And unfortunately, if he hadn't have let him go on, I think he would have been out of harm's way and could have pushed on. And as we're seeing Woodhouse trying to get his car to the finish, 2 laps to go, looking in particularly bad shape there.
Oh dear, that's basically summarises Woodhouse's race. He's been unlucky, involved in quite a few incidents, some his fault, some innocent, some he was innocent in. So it really does sum up his race. He's had a disappointing afternoon or evening, and yeah, that he was innocent. Well, sorry, I was about to say Liam was innocent there. Just that's the perfect definition of wrong place, wrong time. Is what you just saw there.
Beckman's looking good. P4 at the moment. Obviously, solid race from him. He'll be delighted with that today.
Sorry, what happened to Sasso Prosen? Because he seems to have dropped from. He was running a strong third earlier, and it looks like, according to my timing screen here, he's retired. He doesn't appear to. Showing him as 11th and retired, so he's obviously had a mishap there. But yeah, he was running strong third, so we haven't really talked about Kevin very much in this race, and he's running a very strong 4th place, I believe. So he deserves some praise for that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Sasso. Oh, last lap! Alex running wide at the hairpin. We've seen so many others do it. What was he thinking there? That's probably just cost him some bonus points.
Oh, that's a disaster for Simpson there in the last lap. I believe he's had a clean race up to that point, no incidents, so he'll be absolutely kicking himself for that. He's lost 2 vital bonus points in the championship, and these championships can be split by single points, so he will be absolutely off his head with rage at that. Just don't get too angry and make it to the finish, Alex. You've only got the chicane and 2 more corners to go, so Alex driving around for his first win of the season. Shame that his last lap wasn't as good as he'd planned, but yeah, definitely can't take it away from him. He's doing an absolutely fantastic job out the front. No one's got anywhere near to him. There was nobody else had a chance of winning the race tonight, so Alex really has done a good job. But yeah, Kevin Beckerman's very strong 4th place.
It'll be interesting to see if Kevin can push on for the rest of the season and get some good results. I know he missed a couple of early rounds, so he hasn't got any drop rounds available. Team ART.
Yeah, looking at this, Alex has crossed the line and he's taken the win of round 4 of the ARL Izod IndyCar Championship, sponsored by GT Omega, and he has taken the victory, his first of the season, with Sam Kumo in 2nd. So Sam won't be too disappointed with that. He knew that all along that Alex would have the pace over him this week, and he'll be delighted to pick up the points for 2nd, and that's not going to do his championship any harm. He's already had 2 wins, so damage limitation. And Jody Mills comes across 3rd, so I'm sure we'll give a rundown in a couple of minutes, but I'd like to ask who you think's your driver of the day, apart from Alex Simpson obviously, who is the obvious choice. Any different drivers of the day?
I think you got to give it to Jody Mills actually. Debut race, gets the podium straight away on his maiden race. So yeah, I don't think you can give it to anybody. I mean, he made a couple of mistakes, fought back well, you know, got a 3rd place, had a good qualifying. As Kevin just takes to the grass just to finish off, and the winner coming down pit lane there. But yeah, no, Jody I think definitely deserved of driver of the day.
Yeah, Alex into victory lane there. Lovely livery in that car. It looks like the 1980s McLaren Formula 1 cars, which obviously had a lot of success, so we'll be hoping to emulate that. Driver of the day. Well, I'd be happy to give it to Kevin and Wim Stockman. Kevin Beckermans and Wim Stockman with fantastic top 5 finishes. Never easy, and it's good to see guys that are less often up there doing a good job. But I'm sorry, I cannot give it to anyone apart from Alex. He's driven a perfect race apart from that last lap, and really has put a marker down in the championship. So this could be a very exciting end to the season. Alex, would you like to run down the order?
Yeah, obviously taking the win was Alex Simpson. 2nd place, Samali Kumo, 27 seconds behind. Jody Mills, 51 seconds behind, just showing how dominant these 2 guys are in the championship. So Kevin Veckerman's 4th place, the last car on the lead lap, 1 minute 5 down. Wim Stockman taking 5th place, 1 lap down, and I just missed the rest of that. And sorry, John, can you quickly whiz us through in your timely fashion for the championship standings?
Sam Kummel leading the championship by 2 points, so I wasn't aware I was looking at the championship there. Alex Simpson second on 175, with Oscar Hardwick third and Guido Mora fourth. Those two guys been consistent all year. Sorry, I'm just going to rush through this because we don't have much time on this. Sasso Prosen in fifth, 8 points behind Guido, with Jerome Ganzerveld sixth, showing a lot of good pace this season. Kevin Paris, who's a race winner, down in seventh because he's missed a couple of rounds and he had problems last week at Spa, so his championship's spiralling out of control. Andrew Woodhouse eighth and missed the last two there, but it's been a great race today actually.
Yeah, just as the ARL advert is probably drowning us out here, just to wrap up the coverage today. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time for Twin Ring Motegi, round 5 of the ARL Izod IndyCar Championship. Until then, it's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me.
Go out, we will be racing here in Monte Carlo. Look, but never stare. And we're away. And it looks like a good start by Pilkey and Bachelor Dad looking for a way through. The Ferrari of Amp Warrior in second place. He's lagging all over the track there.